Hi everybody. So I'm hopefully going to be able to get my Sirius Permit for Sima. That's what I've been working on right now. I mean, as you can tell, I'm in VR, so apologies for any bad frame rates or low resolution textures. I only have a 980 graphics card, not a TI, so it struggles a little bit. It's very, very playable though, so if anybody's thinking about getting a Rift, I recommend doing it. So, as you can see, this is the Cobra. Quick look around. I'm sort of floating in midair right now because the chairs are actually on little cranks. Looks like little jacks. Great. So let's take a seat and try and do our last job. Oops! Kick everything that's on the floor. There we go. So. Yeah, so right now, basically, I have a planetary scan job for 2 million. It's pretty good. And this, hopefully, since it's a large influence increase, influence and reputation, this hopefully should push me over the amount I need. So, let's take this. It's in Lung, it's not too far away. So, quick check that we've not got any cargo. Yeah, that's good. We'll get on our way.
From landing pad. Your way is cleared for departure.
Planetary scan missions are really quite nice because number one, they're pretty easy. Number two, you don't really have to do very much, and you can get paid quite a lot of money. That's why they're so popular. So all I need to do is hit scanner. This update will have told me where it is. At 5F, it looks like. That's great. It's not too far away. I'm running a pretty crappy setup with twin medium missiles and 2 small beams. It just means I can disable or dispatch craft. Although basically I've got an A-rated loadout. I'm using bioweaves, and the ship is mostly unengineered except for its frameshift drive. That's why I'm getting the Sirius Permit, so I can kit out either the Cobra or I can buy an Anaconda. Though, if you've seen my funds, I'm a little bit far off of the Anaconda, so we'll see what happens. I might just do a exploration fit out Cobra and keep flying in the Cobra. I'd like a bigger ship because when 2.4 drops, I want to be able to use the repair limpets, whereas in the Cobra, unfortunately, it doesn't have enough slots. I need to have a cargo bay, and if I fit everything I want, including the module repair system, I just can't fit anything else, so it kind of ruins it there unless I get the repair rats out whenever I've smashed into a planet. Okay, so we're about 16 seconds away. So what you can hear there is the fact that although I've got the data, I don't have this detailed surface data, so you can hear the scanner scanning it. Oh, I'm a bit too close. Fast even. Okay. Loop of shame. Okay, so the search zone is on the night side. It's not too bad, and it's nicely planning, which means that the performance could get a little bit jittery. So I find that I've got a mix of mostly sort of medium and medium-high settings, and I get the respectable performance in the Rift. The only couple of times it ever slows down is right on planetary surfaces, and when I'm doing something like this, recording video at the same time, since it's using the GPU to encode. As I said, I still definitely recommend it all. The 980 is definitely capable. Wait, I don't want to glide too long. That'll do. I was worried I was coming in a bit too hot there. Okay. Oh, don't move too far away. There we go. So our outpost basically snapped into view. I'm gonna put my lights on. Alright, we'll see what kind of outpost this is, because sometimes they have trespass zones. Okay, they've got a big gun there which is locked onto me, but no trespass zone, so that's good. Means I can go in and back out and not have any trouble.
Landing gear deployed.
Go. What the SRV?
Drive assist on. Low gravity warning. Drive assist on.
All we do is drive up, we scan this with the wave data scanner, and that's us. That's it. I can raid this base. Sometimes there's a few things on the ground, but there isn't. So it's also a really good way of getting intelligence packages and also like engineering data as well. Go back the way I came, and let's get out of here. Yeah, these two messages basically say, well done, you've done the scan and you've got the data, and then the next one is, oh yes, you completed it, come back to base. Alright. although flying at night is fraught with difficulty since there's no contrast, and so you can't really tell whether you're gonna hit a bump or not. Like that. Okay, so. That's a Procyon, which is under the horizon. So scared, so I have to just go to Super Cruise.
Charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Frameshift drive charging.
Great, that's pretty much textbook surface scan. Really, fingers crossed, hoping that that gives me enough to get the permit. All I've got to do now is do a 10,000 light year trip to Davy Dock. High grade emissions typically is quite good, so we will get in there and there'll be usually some nice materials or some data, so might as well just give it a look. Way too fast. Proprietary composites. So that is a rare. Let's have a quick look. Six of those. And if one is the core dynamics. Core dynamics composites. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of. I get some rid of spine. I'm gonna pick up a couple of those. So let's get some of those.
Cargo scope deployed. Cargo scope retracted. Frameshift drive
So I just got a couple of those. I don't really need those, I don't think, but it's always good to have rares, and I can get iron from anywhere. So, just wonder what the crystal shards are. I don't remember picking them up. that's what's confusing me. Frequency used with combat-oriented vessels known to be savage. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's like a focus crystal or something like that. So let's have a quick look at our synthesis panel. So if I select you at 21, 36, 21, nice. That's pretty good. So arsenic is a good one to have. I've got loads because I was out exploring. Basically, there's a few tricks and tips to collecting materials, and when you know the sorts of places where to look, you can't guarantee that you can pick up materials within minutes of landing. There's a few places where you can. One of those is if you find a volcanic planet which has a temperature somewhere between 200 and 500 and has fresh craters. Essentially, whenever you glide down onto there, if you try and glide over the center of the crater with your sensor turned to maximum range, a point of interest will generate. And that point of interest will typically be either an outcrop or it'll be a cluster of meteorites. So what happens is that the point of interest generates, and then it will flash and start to reduce in size, and it'll end up as being a tiny little circle. And so you can zoom in on your sensor and locate your ship right over the circle and then land, and you'll find that basically there'll be a rock right in front of you. So that if you're lucky and it's a meteorite or it's a high grade outcrop, you can essentially pick up your rares straight away. And that's basically what happened with most of those. The other one is volcanic sites. If you actually are lucky enough to hit a volcanic site, they will always have 2 or 3 high grade crystal minerals. And so yeah, you can just drive around the site, shoot those minerals off and pick them up, and you're pretty much guaranteed to pick up some rares. That being said, relying on volcanic sites is probably not the way to do it. Finding them is sometimes challenging. Yeah, so we got that warning about a frameshift drive because basically this is a white dwarf, and I think that warning kicks in for this. That warning kicks in for Procyon B, and I don't know why, because I've been in situations where I'm flying close to these kind of objects before, and I've never had those warnings on the way in. I've only ever had warnings when I'm going through the jets, and as you can see, the jets are not going to affect me from that distance. Anyway, nearly at our target. Alright, let's take on this Joker. Oh, let's not take on this Joker. Run away as fast as possible. There's no way I can take on a Python with this setup. Maybe I can. Yeah, let's try it. I haven't got anything on me. Yeah.
Scan detected.
What has he got? Frag cannon, pulse laser, frag cannon. Okay, I can only hope that he...
Frameshift charge detected.
Ah! Come back, come back. Damn it. I knew you would get away. Anyway.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
My only hope against the Python would be outmaneuvering him. So if I could stay roughly on his bottom side, and that bottom turret was the bottom hard point was not a turret, then I might stand a chance. But to be honest, doubtful. Cobra can punch way above its weight, but it's not God by any point, any stretch of imagination. I feel like Procyon B4 should have a name. It's quite pretty.
India, Mike, welcome to the station, Commander. Commence with docking procedures.
What are you doing? Okay, whatever.
Approval granted. Please make your way to landing pad 04.
Oh, shush. I'm gonna go 125. It's not like I'm gonna kill anybody.
Please be considerate of other vessels.
Smooth. That's what I like to see. Normally I bounce it.
Landing completed. Deactivating docking systems. Welcome to the station, Commander.
Right, fingers crossed. Ooh, there's a whole bunch of more planetary scan jobs. How many planetary scan jobs are there? Well, rack them up, I guess. Yes! Haha, nice. Okay, so basically it should just be about waiting for a permit. And we're good to go. So at the same time, redeem about this, and now we just wait and see. Hopefully not too long. Great. Thanks, guys.